Right guys, today I'm doing a special video of quite a video I've been contemplating making. There's some touchy subjects in here, but I hope that you all can understand and listen, and it could be a bit of advice to you going forward if you want to get into this sort of realm. So it's going to be my own experiences with fitness and how I got into it. When I was a kid, I was always quite chubby and quite big. If you asked me to finish your meal, I'd do it in 2 seconds, so I love the food growing up. Then obviously as you hit puberty, as you get older, you start to lean out. So I'll insert some pictures here of me as a early teenager. I was quite tall and thin, like a rake really. So as you grow up and hit puberty and become a teenager, you start to get into contact with girls and they become more of your interest. So I got into a relationship at 13, I think it was, with an older girl. We were together for quite a long time, like 5 years. Obviously when you're a girl, you don't think about going to the gym, you don't think about getting fit, you just want to spend as much time as you can with that girl. I started to gain weight, started to get takeaways all the time. Then I became morbidly obese, and then again, I'll insert more pictures. So, and obviously as you get bigger, as you get more unhappy, your mindset becomes negative because you look at yourself every day in the mirror and you're not happy. But to be fair, at that time it wasn't an issue, it wasn't that big of an issue. As the relationship progressed, as I got older, she got older, she became more overprotective, which then made the relationship quite toxic. Then as I was getting bigger, the relationship got worse. Then that just messed up my mindset. I'm not going to go into too much detail because obviously I want her to have her privacy and I've got mine. We'll get onto how we are now later on in the video. But this is what I looked like around that time, 15, 16. My mindset just hit a downward spiral. It was borderline depression at times. I saw nothing going ahead, no goals. I failed my GCSEs. I failed everything. This was like 2015, I was like 16 at the time. But there does come a point when you look at yourself in the mirror and you think, I need to change this. So one day I just thought, we're going to have to end it. So I ended the relationship. Hard process after 5 years, it was very hard. But you've got to force yourself not to look back and just look forward. And from there, I did a lot of research. I think YouTube was my escape. So I started looking at healthy foods. So the first step was to change my own diet. So I then began to lower my calories, like look at diet tips, and because at this point I had no knowledge of fitness, I had no knowledge of calorie intake, TDE, body rate, I had no knowledge of that. So I just did my research, and I'd say this is where I made my first mistake. So in my own experience and opinion, I would not change too much at once, because that's when you fall off the wagon. Because you start to crave your chocolate, your crisps, everything, your old habits start to come back, because when everything goes at once, your body craves it. You need to do it one at a time. You just do it one at a time. Whereas I just got rid of all the crap and just tried eating broccoli and rice at once, and I fell off the wagon big time. I gained weight again. I didn't see it at first because I was trying to put my mind into that positive mindset, but I just gained weight again. So then I did more research and learned about. I started going on runs. I started doing more bodyweight movements, and after months and months and months and months of doing this, I started to see my body take shape. It wasn't muscular, it was just lean, skinny, but that's just doing bodyweight movements, and for me at the time that was an improvement. I saw progression, my mindset began to change. This is the period where I started to watch fitness influencers. For example, I started watching, the first one I watched was Rob Lipsett. So what he could do, he used to do fitness tutorials, he used to do all that. So I started watching that. I began to copy, I began to take that into my own routine, and then I joined the gym. I joined my college gym, and I was doing that every day. I was gaining some lean mass, but I wasn't gaining much size. And then that is sort of a downer of the first. I sat down and I was like, why I'm not gaining size? Having it in your head of not wanting to get big again, it's a big thing. It's a big thing to get over. So I wasn't eating enough, but I was working out, so I was gaining lean mass but not enough size to look very good. So I just look skinny basically. I'd say that's hindered me now to this day. As you can see, I'm not the biggest guy in the world. I'm just in decent shape, and I'm talking about, I'm massive. And if me the tank now could go back to that skinny rake and say, and I'd say just eat more, because look at me now, I'm like an absolute beast. No, I'm joking, but in all seriousness, I'd say not eating enough then has hindered me now, because I've had to take a long way around, because I'm eating more now to gain more size, whereas if I did it at the beginning, I'd have much more size on me now. There's something called newbie gains, which I will get into a different video, but new people who start lifting have I'd say, I think it's a year to an 18-month window, and that's where they gain the most muscle. And I wasted that window in just doing cardio and lifting weights and not eating enough, just gaining lean mass, where if I did it properly, I probably could have gained more mass. But I'm doing it now. It's going to take me a much longer process, but I'm going to document the journey. As I began to do my research in the science in lifting weights and the science behind your own body, I began to get a little bit bigger. So I'll insert a picture of me there. I think that's from 2018. As you can see, I'm a lot bigger than I was in the previous picture. That's me learning how to gain muscle. It's just, I think mentally, the fact of not wanting to be fat again did put me back a few months, maybe in a year. But it's something you learn from. And if I could give an advice to you, someone watching, I'd say you need to eat smart. Eat macro dense foods. Eat nutrient dense foods. Don't eat takeaways to bulk up. If you've got a fast metabolism, don't dirty bulk. Eat the right foods. Calculate your macro intake and eat good whole foods, because that's when you're going to gain the most muscle and the least fat. That's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to lean bulk in the terms of gaining up, putting my calories in a surplus slowly as possible to gain the least amount of fat, but lean muscle mass. So it's taken. I've just gone for a cut. I'm going back on now after lockdown, but hopefully it's going to be a long journey, and I'll try and document it as much as I can. So then as my mindset began to change going forward, I began to change my whole routine and my lifestyle. And just to stress one thing, lifestyle is it's the number one thing to change. It's the hardest thing to change. Getting fit and getting in the best shape is a lifestyle choice, is a lifestyle change. It takes a long time to get into that routine, to get into that lifestyle change, but eventually with commitment and consistency is key, and you will get there. The next step for me personally was getting my friends in the gym. I wanted to inspire people. I wanted to provide them with what the gym's provided me. So that's motivation, that's positive thinking. Because my mindset now to what it was 3-4 years ago is completely changed. I'm thankful for everything I have. I'm thankful for the food in the fridge. It's you want to be healthy physically, but you also want to be healthy mentally. And being healthy mentally is what helps you be healthy physically. You've got to eat right to feel right. I'd say help me see the difference. My advice is helping my friends. Just put me in a better stead. Same with you guys. If I can inspire one of you guys, so be it, and it'll be the best feeling ever. So coming towards lockdown. So present day, obviously, the world's in a pandemic. Gyms are closed. How am I surviving? How am I keeping a bit busy? How am I keeping in shape? I'd say lockdown's helped me more than any of the last 5 years. I'd say the last 5 years has helped my body get into the right shape. I'd say I had a good mindset before lockdown, but man, honestly, I'd say my mindset and my thinking's on a completely new level. Yeah, so at the start of lockdown, I set a goal just to be more organised. Just to schedule my days out and try and get my work done. Because I'd say I hit a 6-month block of being too comfortable, and I'd say being comfortable in your life is the worst thing you can be, because you become lacklustre and lazy. And I've started to take more opportunities, and I did panic a little bit, because working out and lifting's, oh god, excuse me, it's a good one. Working out and lifting's my release. It's my stress relief. It's my relaxation, and I panicked a little bit when I couldn't do it. but I've invested in gym wear, and also I know not everyone's lucky enough to do that, but honestly, body movements in this moment in time, you're not gonna lose a mad amount of muscle if you've worked out long enough. But I invested in some gym wear, and I work out 6 times a week, and I feel great. In fact, I'd say I'm in better shape now than I was before lockdown, because I'm so focused and motivated, and I've got a set goal that I want to achieve. And when you're in this confined space with a set routine every day, it's easy for you to set goals going forward. And if I could have any advice to you guys, I'd just say set yourself goals day by day, and once you start smashing them goals, your mindset's going to automatically improve, and you want to get the next one, the next one, the next one. So yeah, man, just set goals. You'd be a lot better off after lockdown. You'd be a different person, and just start things you've always wanted to start. Like I've started a side project, and it's hitting off. I'll inform you guys on it soon. I've teased it in my last video, but just start things you've always wanted to start. Podcasts, ideas, photography. If you want to make a shirt, make a shirt. You want to start photography, start photography. You've got all the time in the world, do it. Because who knows, your passion could become your career after lockdown. Just lay the foundations in lockdown, and then after you work on it fully. And who knows what could come of it. See, yeah, sorry, I do go on a tangent, but we will.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
So yeah, lockdown has helped me a lot, and I cannot wait to get back into the gym. I want to document everything with you guys, and it's going to be a long journey. And going back to my ex-girlfriend, we are good now. We are fine. We're civil. It was one of the worst experiences of my life to go into the end, same as hers, but we're civil. I think as you get older, your mind, like as I've got older and I've got healthier and had a better mindset, I think negativity just gets you down. I don't have time for that these days. I just want to be as positive as I can. I want to spread positivity onto you guys and to my channel. And just be yourself. Just be the hero of your own story. You don't want to be the guy who everyone's like, he's lazy. You don't want to be the guy everyone's waiting on. Be the guy everyone else wants to be. Be the guy you have always want to be. And you'll do that, man. You'll do that. Thank you all for watching. I've been recording for 17 minutes.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, thank you for watching. I hope I've shared some insight onto my fitness journey, and I hope to share the rest of it with you guys going forward. So yeah, thanks for watching, and over and out.